Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another episode of Kicking Aces here in World of Tanks. And we're jumping right into the thick of a Tier 5 standard battle on Prokhorovka. And I'm driving my Locust. It's a Tier 3 American light tank that was a reward for participating in the Xbox One beta weekend. So there's a very small 37mm rapid firing gun, does about 40 average damage on this tank. And in a Tier 5 match, you're going to run into a lot of enemies that you just cannot penetrate, and even if you can, the amount of damage that you're doing to them is nothing compared to what they can do to you in return. So I'm going to try and play a support role in this battle. Poke the ridge, light up targets for my friendly tanks, which include 3 artillery in this game, and try and assist the team to a victory. So at the beginning of the battle, which I didn't show, I blitzed for the center ridge, poked over it, lit up about a half a dozen targets, traded a couple shots with the enemy scout as well, and now here we are, a couple minutes into the battle, and we're poking the ridge, lighting up targets. We had an M3 Lee that we had lit up and got taken out, a Chinu, which is a Tier 5 Japanese tank, and now we have the T-82 Tier 3 tank destroyer, way down range, that I put one into, damages tracks, and he gets taken out. And then way down range there, I see an AMX-40, and that's one of those tanks that's well armored, and I would certainly have a lot of trouble penetrating him, certainly with my regular ammo, and even with the premium, if the angle's not perfect. So there's a Matilda here, which again, another tank that I can't take out, and then an M3 Stuart. So I'm going to try and provide support on the Matilda, but he gets taken out, so that's not needed. So now I'm going to decide to push. We have 3 artillery left, the enemy has 2 left, and they're not spotted, so I want to get these guys lit up so that we can do some counter battery fire and get rid of those artillery. And then, VK3001H, German Tier 5 heavy tank, takes a shot at me and misses, and he's lit up now, but I'm going to need some help with this guy, and boom! Single shot kill, headshot there from our friendly SU-122A, takes him out of the game, and I get all that tasty damage as assistance damage, and he's gone. So now I'm down near the enemy artillery park, I'm going to poke the ridge, and yes, there we go. That's the Tier 5 German artillery, the Grilla. We light him up, and then again I'm going to back down and give my artillery a chance to take this guy out. He could certainly remove me from the game in a single hit if he gets me, or even if he splashes me, could probably do a number on my tank. So I'm just poking, spotting, lighting him up, and I can see the friendly shots coming down from my artillery, and he's looking right at me, so I am not going to give him the chance to shotgun me right now. So we poke again just to keep him lit up, and then he turns and starts running away. So I've got a chance here, so I'm going to push over the ridge. Whoa, shot goes right over my head. I don't know where that came from. And we're on the Grilla, taking him out, and boom, he's gone. And there, back in the corner, was the M37, the American Tier 4 artillery. He took a punt at me as I crested the ridge. Thankfully, he missed, and he's removed as well. So, good result there. It's 5-2. Scores look good, and I could go for a cap here, but the AMX-40 could probably get back to stop me if he wanted to, and I'd be sitting out in the open. And there's a second tank left, a Tier 3 M3 Stuart, and that's a very fast tank as well. So I feel like I'm not going to win by capping. They could stop me if they wanted to. We're gonna hunt these guys down. We do have the number advantage as well, so let's push our luck and see what we can do. Now, like I said before, the AMX-40, French light tank, is very well armored, and it's something that I would have trouble penetrating, but I'm going to try and come up behind him. He looks like he's running away from me towards my friendly base, towards my artillery, so I should have some free shots at him if I need to here. We're going to crest the ridge. There he is, but he gets taken out. Great. So it's 3-on-1, and the only tank left is that M3 Stuart, the Tier 3 American light tank, and he is on 2 kills. I checked the map. I always want to check at the end of the game, though, what tanks I'm dealing with, how many kills they have, so I get a gauge on how skilled that player might be. So 2 kills, he knows what he's doing. So we're going to tuck in here, close to our friendly artillery, try and support them, and see if we can figure out where this guy is. I know I spotted him earlier on the map heading this way, and he's capping. There we go, we have some shots at him. First one goes in, he starts running, lead a little bit, second shot goes in, great, lead a little more, and that one misses. Some poor marksmanship here, he's going up and down the ridges, and I've got to give him lead, so not great, but there we go, there's a one shot and a final one to finish him off. So that was my first and only kill of the match. So real quick look at the post-game results. Certainly included a surprise for me. 1,566 XP doubles to 3,132. 1 kill, 414 damage with 1,400 assist damage. That's a mastery badge in the Locust. And this was during a light tank special weekend, so I thought a lot of people would be playing their tanks, did not expect a 1205 base XP to secure the mastery, but there it was, my first one in the Locust. So I thought this was a good example to show of how you can really support your team when you're in a light tank that's bottom tier. Light up those targets for your friendlies and rack up that assistance damage, and you can have a really good result. See you guys next time. Thanks.